Welcome to Taste Like Tea, a podcast in which I talk about myself. My name is Theo. Don't call me Ted. You're hearing a very deep rumble right now. That's probably because I'm driving. I don't know. I was having I had a freak out at work. Well, before work. It's 5:40 in the morning right now. I just called out of work. And I just drove away from the parking lot because I just had too big of an anxiety attack or something, and I don't really know. My medication hasn't fully kicked in, so I don't know exactly how this is going to come off, if cohesive or not. But I over the weekend, my partner and I went to some state. I think it was Massachusetts. Goes to show how much I pay attention to where I am at all times, I guess. I don't know. But, we collectively decided that it might be time to stop smoking weed and maybe move over to edibles so that I can have like a smoke-free lifestyle and, recover the lungs and better prepare for, parenthood and all that shit. But it's kind of hard to consider. Like, I woke up this morning and the first thing I thought was like, great, I have to deal with work. I can't smoke before and I can't smoke after. And I just kind of spiraled from there. I was punching my steering wheel and really just like muttering incoherently to myself. Just really, I feel so unprepared for something like this, and it's really annoying. Like, I mean, I guess it's definitionally a dependency. Yeah, absolutely. I kind of depend on weed to an extent for at this point it's kind of an anti-anxiety, anti-depression kind of thing, because like, what do I have? That's such shit to say, man. Like, what do I have to look forward to? That's fucked, dude. But like, that's the head state I'm in when I'm not fucking stoned. Like, what? And dude, I don't even know where I'm driving right now. I should probably turn off at some point and maybe take a back road so I'm not going miles and miles away from my home. But I didn't do it. I'm still driving straight. Yeah, I don't even know how, the point of this episode is, because, like, I mean, I can share, this is going to be just me kind of self-pitying myself. I don't know. I don't know what this is. I don't know what it's supposed to be. I don't know what I want it to be. I'm at a spot today where I just can't I can't think of anything else to do but to say it here. I already messaged my doctor. I'm like, hey, I feel fucking powerless today. Like, I feel so unprepared. And it's funny, I messaged my doctor as if it's going to change anything, but it really is like the least productive thing to do when it comes to trying to work through mental hurdles. Because, like, in a sense, it's almost like bailing out. But it's not. See, that's me telling myself that. That's me growing up being told that wanting to talk about it is weakness in a sense. And I know it's not. I'm really fucking, I don't know. The fact that I can say that calling out of work and driving miles away from home is the only thing that was able to calm me down this morning. Is we went on vacation over the weekend, and we ran out of weed like basically on the way up. And I was staying posy, you know. I had some joints rolled, and you know, the vape was almost empty, but I just am like, all right, so we're gonna go to the dispensary on this day, right? And my partner said, yeah, except I'm only gonna try and get gummies. I want to try and get a shitload of like edibles for really cheap, because Massachusetts has cheaper weed than New Jersey. And I mean, first of all, no, I'm not going to get into that. I would love to denounce the company I work for publicly. I would love to do it. But there's no point, because I don't even fucking shop with them anyway, so it doesn't even matter. Yeah, so, like, mid-trip, knowing that I'm running out of weed, I get told that we're not getting more, and I want to do that, right? I want to be able to just not have to worry about it. I stopped smoking like nicotine because I can't be reliant on shit like that. It's not good. It's destructive to my psyche to feel required to have to spend $80 to fucking feel stoned for a couple hours. Like, it's not good, but also it's also weird, right? Because I'm a huge advocate for cannabis. Obviously I'm a consumer of it, and I don't know exactly where I'm going with this, but like, I think even though I can still accept it as, you know, a positive thing to consume, I think it's still fair to say that anybody with a destructive personality or you know, is going to, you know, lean into it, because I remember when I was 19, 20 years old and saying like the words, I love nicotine, and I think I still do, you know. Like, I have a cigar in my car right now, and I've been trying to fucking smoke it for who knows how long. Well, I know how long, because I've had it since we've gotten married, so it's been over 2 years. It's closing in on 3 years now. And yeah, they're fine. I keep them in a humidor or whatever. That's not the point. I don't even know if you could hear some of the stuff I'm muttering, because according to my audio feed thing, the car rumble is like most of the sound right now. But I'm really hoping that it's just deep and soft. And who knows, maybe it's comforting to some people. I kind of like the rumble of a car. I think sleeping in a car is pretty fun. I do it often. I do it on a weekly basis, actually, like 3 or 4 times a week. I sleep in a car. That's kind of just the life I've adapted to, I guess. I was thinking about this recently, and I think this is going off topic with the weed thing, but I think it's going to help me calm down a bit. I've been thinking about recently, like, my comfort with cars. And I'll probably bring this up with my doctor, too, because I do my therapy sessions in my car. Like, I sleep in my car when I'm uncomfortable. I'm comfortable being in this confined, admittedly extremely uncomfortable space. You could say car seats are comfortable all you want. They are not designed to be relaxed in. They're ergonomic for keeping your body, your posture correct to an extent, but I'm pretty sure my posture is actually fucked. Like, I could barely look up without a little bit of pain in my neck now, because I'm pretty sure it's the way I've been sleeping in the car. But yeah, I've always found a comfort being in the car. I record the podcast in the car too. I announce it almost every time I do it. But like, I think back to all the times that I preferred to just be in the car. Like, I mean, I don't know if it's common, but growing up, I always like begged my mom, like, hey, while you're shopping, can I just sit in the car? And they'll be like, yeah, I guess, but like, I'm gonna take the keys, and I'll be like, yeah, it's fine. Like, I don't care, and I'll sit there in a hot car with the windows up, pleased. Like, I'll just be satisfied with the situation, because it's just, even if I'm sweating and not breathing well and feel anxious about the 360 degrees of vision that people have on me because of all the windows. It's I like it. Oh. Yeah, I mean, like, I always begged my mom to be in the car. I've abandoned my partner at parties to hide in the car, because it's just like a safe space. I don't know what this episode is supposed to be. I'm doing this, I mean, obviously because I have stuff to say, and I kind of would rather say it than punch my steering wheel more, because I really don't want to do that anymore, and it's just really disheartening to think about doing it. I also, one of my favorite podcasters at the moment, he occasionally does episodes in between doses of medication, and he claims that he thinks it sounds different, but I wasn't convinced, but I figured maybe I could try it firsthand and see if it actually comes out any different. I'm not paying attention. I don't remember what I'm talking about, but I could definitely say I'm calmer, I guess. I feel like it's a little controversial to even consider posting this, honestly. It's like, hey, I'm playing hooky from work. I mean, I'm an adult. I can do whatever the fuck I want. If work wants to fucking reprimand me for choosing to not come in and clickety-clack on a computer for 8 hours, like, that's their own fault. I made my own decision, and I'll probably regret it to an extent, because I always do. I always regret calling out last second, but it's sometimes the only thing I can handle. It's the only thing that, like if I'm crying and, like, weeping in my car, right? Like, when is it time to say that suck it up and do it isn't worth it, right? Like, like, yeah, you can persevere and do everything you don't want to do, but at what point isn't it worth it? Like, would it have been worth it to sit there and, like, right now, I would have just been sitting down at work. It's 6 o'clock right now. I would have just been sitting down at my desk. I probably wouldn't have said a single word to anybody. Put on my dumbass work safety glasses so I can stare at a fucking computer with distorted vision and damage my eyes further. What am I talking about? And then I'm just gonna sit there and stew. And the problem with stewing at work is I only get two total. No, I get an hour total to myself when I'm at work. And I try to spend those in the break room now, which is not an empty place. It's probably the most obnoxious place in the entire building. But yeah, like, why? And it's my own fault, right? It's my own fault for saying, like, I could just keep this job that I know I don't like. but it's easier to keep the job I know I don't like than it is to pursue a job I may not also like. And that mentality is so unproductive, because it puts me in this spot of like basically just choosing stagnancy. And wow, I'm already down to my hometown. All right. Yeah, like my decisions like that promote my stagnancy, and then at times I appreciate my stagnancy, where like I say that as in like I've tried to get promoted at work in the past 3 years and it never worked, so I just stopped. It's not worth the heartache for me to keep going like, oh, maybe this is my moment to get my $5 raise or whatever. And it putting energy into work depresses me. It makes it worse to consider work the more I consider like aspirationally progressing through the whatever. Because and maybe it's like an anxiety that I've pushed upon myself, but like there's also the whole thing of of course I forgot what I was talking about. That's great. Stagnancy, not wanting to progress. Yeah, I mean, like having professional. I don't have a professional drive. Every dollar I've earned has been begrudgingly scraped away at. I think I've only had one job where I was excited to go, and probably a few weeks into that job I was already depressed and like fighting the urge to not show up. Like it, maybe I was instilled with some sort of like it's okay to give up mentality, and maybe that doesn't make it. Dude, I don't know. I'm talking in circles, I guess. How long has this been? 17 minutes? Yeah. Yeah, that's what I get. 17 minutes, that's all I've been recording? That's fucking bullshit. That tracks, I guess. That's what I get. Fucking asshole. So the question now for me is, where do I go? I could obviously go home and be like, hey, I had a horrible anxiety attack and I couldn't handle being at work, so I left. And, my partner will be understanding, but they'll be annoyed because it's just a selfish thing to do, like they stayed home sick from work and I'm calling out sick because I'm anxious, and it doesn't feel right, but why? Okay, maybe I think I'm remembering where I was. Why would I stick with a job I know I don't like rather than look for a new job that I might like? And it's the might that gets me. I might have to pull over and check my tire. I know I didn't like get a flat or anything, but I should probably make sure I didn't like scratch the rim or nothing. Jesus Christ. I mean, that's what I get for not going into work, right? Yeah, I mean, I don't really know what this episode is supposed to be about other than me just kind of talking about myself, which is at the whole point of the show, I guess. But it's not media or my taste, really. It's more or less my hang-ups. Why you have to listen to it, I don't know. I guess you don't. Yeah, man, I don't know. If I were to... that's a cop. That's fun. That's 2 cops. That's really fun. I mean, I don't have the money either, right? That's the other problem, is I don't have money to fucking pay for the gas that I'm wasting right now to not be at work. That's really where the shot in the shot in the foot comes in, is I'm actively it's not like I'm financially well off, you know. I work basically paycheck to paycheck. And that's dude, I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. Why did I start an episode on a podcast about that? I'm supposed to be talking about things I like and, like, you know, the things I taste, and I'm just complaining about work and my anxieties about work and my dependencies with weed. I don't know. I mean, I guess it was bound to happen eventually, right? I can't just not. The whole point of speaking about myself is that I am a person with a perspective on things, and this is one of those perspectives, I guess. I didn't do my Duolingo yet, which I regret. I was a little resentful this morning about leaving for work early or later than normal, which I think was another thing that kind of pushed me to not go into work today. There's something about breaking a schedule that just ruins me. So why am I still recording this? Who knows? Oh, I could have gone to the park. That would have been interesting. I could have just gone to the park, stared at the water, and finished talking or whatever. Maybe I'll do that. Yeah, let's do that. I hate turning around in people's fucking parking lots, but I'm not doing an illegal K-turn either, so. It's the Public Works parking lot anyway, so whatever. Watch, the park's not going to be open because it's 6 a.m. and they don't let people in until 7. So, like, no, I'm not going to do that. I was going to be like, so what can I do for work? What can I do that will be less depressing? I'm not going to do that. I don't want to. I don't want to think about that. I think maybe I've said everything I've said or wanted to say. I mean, I have to figure out what to do for the next 7 hours or 9 hours, but I don't know. I mean, the fact that I'm not at work, I feel better. I'm talking. Like, I don't know what to do with that. I don't know what any of the maybe my medication not kicking in does change how the episode plays out, because I don't know what the fuck. I don't know what's happening. I know that the second I stop recording this, though, I'm just gonna stare silently into to a void and probably regret not being at work, but not because I want to be at work or not because I care about the money that I earn to be from being at work. It's because I'm going to feel guilty about just doing this, going to the park. And I don't like that feeling. But I think it's much more tolerable than feeling like, you know, self-inflicting pain on yourself because you don't want to sit in a chair for 8 hours. It's an interesting thing. Oh, damn. That sucks. So, yeah, anythingbutted@gmail.com, I guess. I don't know what the hell you'd want to fucking talk to me about after hearing this shit, but I'm here. Ow. God, I'm such a dumbass. anythingbutted@gmail.com. That's really it. I mean, I don't really have much else. I'll probably record my next episode will most likely be about movies. I'm pretty sure my previous episode was about a bakery. I don't know. But I guess until then, goodbye.